Hey everyone, CPO here, and in this video I want to have a little talk with you about drive shaft maintenance and specifically lubrication or greasing of the drive shaft. Now my drive shafts are Tom Woods. I have a 1350 in the rear and a 1310 in the front, and why I made that decision is not the topic of this video. But what I do want to talk about is getting to those grease zerks. And so this is important whether or not you're doing your own maintenance, which, trust me, I suck at vehicle maintenance. I like to do the fun stuff. I hate to do the maintenance stuff. But I am trying to take care of these drive shafts. I would be willing to bet that a lot of people who have premature drive shaft failures in the joints are probably somewhat to blame for not making sure that they are properly maintained. So I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying a lot of the cases I've seen with drive shaft joint failure tends to come from failure to lubricate. So I want to show you this because I'm under here greasing my drive shafts, and I wanted to show you something that a lot of people may not even know about. And even if you take your vehicle to a shop, make sure that they're familiar with these aftermarket off-road drive shafts, because you want to make sure they know about this as well. All right, so this is my front drive shaft. I have it pulled off. There's just 4 bolts, little tiny bolts. I think a 7/16" wrench to pull this off the yoke. And the reason I had to pull it off is because I wanted to grease this little tiny inverted Zerk fitting right here. Now, you can't see that when the drive shaft is installed and everything is lined up, which is how it is when it's installed in the vehicle like that. You may be able to see it, but you're probably not going to be able to get to it. And if you can, more power to you. The only way I can get to this one is to drop it down and rotate it off to the side and then get that bad boy right there. All the other Zerks, you know, on the U-joints are in fairly standard locations. This one happens to be hidden. And again, I can see it in there, but I can't get my needle in there. So 4 bolts, no big deal. Pull that, get that one. That's where the double Cardan joint is for the front drive shaft. All right, and as we slide down to the front of the front drive shaft, you can see I've got a Zerk fitting here, and then there's one on the joint. It's actually over here. I'll get you a better look. It's right there. So that one can be hit without dropping the drive shaft. You just got to rotate it in a way that you can get to it. So just make sure you know where all of those are. And same thing with the rear. Now the rear is going to have several. I can feel one non-inverted up top there, and I can't show it to you, but there's an inverted one right there. And in the rear, I can usually just rotate the drive shaft. Right now it's not able to move because it's all in gear while I work on the front. If you can get to them without dropping it, great. I think in the rear, that's a better possibility than in the front. And then same thing back here at the differential side. You're gonna have at least one Zerk for the sliding shaft, and then you'll have a fitting somewhere in here in this joint. And mine's on the top there, and it's not inverted. But this is really the point I wanted to make was don't forget to find these inverted Zerks and grease them. Just because you can't see them or get to them doesn't mean they don't need to be maintained. Anyway guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.